Quite often, a tongue destroys a person. A person is weighed by his speech and valued by his action. So say that which is weighty, and do that which has great value. Never let anything occupy you from working for the hereafter, for indeed the time is short. Do not be a slave to others when God has created you free. Focus on being productive instead of busy. There are people who worship Allah to gain His favors. This is the worship of traders, while there are some who worship Him to keep themselves free from His wrath. This is the worship of slaves, a few who obey Him out of their sense of gratitude and obligations. This is the worship of free and noble men. Avarice is disgrace, and cowardice is a defect. Poverty often disables an intelligent man from arguing his case. A poor man is a stranger in his own town. Misfortune and helplessness are calamities. Patience is a kind of bravery. To sever attachments with the wicked world is the greatest wealth. Piety is the best weapon of defense. He who is deserted by friends and relatives will often find help and sympathy from strangers. Every person who is tempted to go astray does not deserve punishment. Our affairs are attached to the destiny decreed by Allah. Even our best plans may lead us to destruction. There is a tradition of the Holy Prophet. With the help of hair dye, turn old age into you, so that you do not resemble the Jews. Overlook and forgive the weaknesses of the generous people, because if they fall down, Allah will help them. Failures are often the results of timidity and fears. Disappointments are the results of bashfulness. Hours of leisure pass away like summer clouds. Therefore, do not waste the opportunity of doing good. If the right usurped from us is given, back to us we shall take it. Otherwise we shall go on claiming it. If someone's deeds lower his position, his pedigree cannot elevate it. To render relief to the distressed and to help the oppressed make amends for great sins. Often your utterances and expressions of your face leak out the secrets of your hidden thoughts. The best form of devotion to the service of Allah is not to make a show of it. When you have to depart from this world and have to meet death, eventually, then why wish delay, why feel nervous about death? Take warning, He has not exposed so many of your sinful activities that it appears as if He has forgiven you. It may be that He has given you time to repent. A virtuous person is better than virtue, and a vicious person is worse than vice. Be generous, but not extravagant. Be frugal, but not miserly. The best kind of wealth is to give up inordinate desires. One who says unpleasant things about others will himself quickly become a target of their scandal. One who hopes inordinately impairs his deeds. Recommended prayers cannot attain the pleasures of Allah for you when obligatory prayers are left unattended. A fool's mind is at the mercy of his tongue, and a wise man's tongue is under the control of his mind. Blessed is the man who always kept the life after death in his view, remembered the day of judgment. Through all his deeds, who led a contented life and who was happy with the lot that Allah had destined for him. If I cut a faithful Muslim into pieces too, make him hate me, he will not turn into my enemy. And if I give all the wealth of this world to a hypocrite to make him my friend, he will not befriend me. It is so because the Holy Prophet has said, O Waly, no, a faithful Muslim will ever be your enemy, and no hypocrite will ever be your friend. The sin which makes you sad and repentant is more liked by Allah than the good deed which turns you arrogant. The value of a man depends upon his courage. His veracity depends upon his self-respect, and his chastity depends upon his sense of honor. Success is the result of foresight and resolution. Foresight depends upon deep thinking and planning, and the most important factor of planning is to keep your secrets to yourself. Be afraid of a gentleman when he is hungry, and of a mean person when his stomach is full. So long as fortune is favoring you, your defects will remain covered. Only he who has the power to punish can pardon. Generosity is to help a deserving person without his request, and if you help him after his request, then it is either out of self-respect or to avoid rebuke.